Uncle Praphit, zibbity-doo, backwards now. Uncle Praphit, zibbity-doo.
Today, people, we're going to find out whether Wes Moore, governor of Maryland, is full of shit or not. I've been seeing a lot of ads and hearing a lot about what Wes Moore is doing and how he has strengthened our economy, how our economy is thriving because of Wes Moore. Now, I voted for Wes Moore. I like Wes Moore. I like him a lot. But is it true that our economy here in Maryland is thriving? Do you know if your economy is thriving? We're going to get into that, people. We're going to get into that. I'm going to explain economy to you, okay? You've got, let's just say you got drug dealers. And drug dealers are doing their thing that drug dealers do, all right? But they need protection. So now they got to go to guns people. You got to go to people who are selling some guns. And the people who are selling guns, you know, they get bored. They get bored with all the gun selling and the world of selling guns and any entertainment. So they got to go to the baseball players. They got to go to the baseball games. But the baseball games the baseball players, for them to keep the baseball games exciting, you know what I'm saying, to balance out their lives with the wholesome game of baseball, they need a little dirt. They need to go to the strippers, all right? Strippers, to keep that, that booty shaking, to keep that booty looking right, they need cake. They need it to be chocolate cake. And it's got to be chocolate cake to keep that cake in the back shaking just right for all the baseball players. And so they got to go to the bakery to try to get themselves some chocolate cake. And then you go to the bakery, you get chocolate cake. They need chocolate. But the bakery goes to the chocolate guy, and the chocolate guy just got arrested. Something like first-degree public urination or something like that. So now they don't have the chocolate, and it messes everything up. They don't have the chocolate cake. Strippers don't have their cake. Baseball players don't have the strippers. So on and so forth, people. And that's how the economy works. Everyone needs to be giving and receiving in the world of the economy. Something breaks down. Someone doesn't have a job. Everything comes down. You got to, be creative. And sometimes you're creative in bad ways. Sometimes you're creative in good ways. But bad ways as well. Brings everything down. Punches a bunch of holes in the economy. And then if somebody comes in, instead of trying to make it strong, you got to kind of lift all the different parts up. And there's a lot of problem solving involved. That's the economy, people. So how is Wes Moore doing? How's Maryland doing? Now, look at Maryland. Seems that we have low unemployment. And we can brag about that. I don't know how true that is, but that is what all the experts say. We have low unemployment. But those same experts will say, but housing, the cost of living in Maryland, in particular, in Baltimore, is getting higher and higher. And you have people leaving Baltimore. They don't want to live here. Baltimore, in particular, violent. And, that kind of spreads throughout all of Maryland, and people don't want to live in Maryland, right? So it's got some problems. So you have, according to the experts, we can get a lot of jobs, but you have to get a lot of jobs so you can afford to live here. And that adds to your frustration in life, your anger, right? Because it's already an angry, violent place. And now you start getting involved in angry, violent things, and you either leave Maryland or the angry, violent things lead you to the cops. And there's a big brawl and shootout. You end up going to jail or dead. And, what are you going to do? What are we going to do about that? So is that good? I don't know. Is Wes Moore doing a good job, or is he full of shit? There's more nuance to it. I would say Wes Moore is doing everything that he's supposed to be doing right. But it doesn't necessarily equate to a good economy. It's kind of like a gym. Like if you're working on all the weightlifting equipment properly. But cardio is bad, diet's bad. You got nothing but chunky people in your family. All the other stuff. Then it doesn't matter what kind of technique you got in the gym. I don't know necessarily that you'll be healthy. So it creates a lot of problems, people. It creates a lot of problems. So is Wes Moore full of shit? Not full of shit. Maybe halfway. A half full bucket of shit when you're talking about Wes Moore. There you go.
Uncle Praphit, zibbity-doo, backwards now. Uncle Praphit, zibbity-doo.